I've always heard the legend of the Wendigo growing up, but I never truly believed it. It seemed like just another scary campfire story to tell friends. That was until the night I encountered one myself. It was a cold winter evening, and my family had decided to take a trip to our cabin in the woods. We were surrounded by miles of dense snow-covered forest, and it was the perfect spot to get away from the chaos of the city. As a curious 11-year-old, I couldn't wait to explore the vast and mysterious wilderness around me. The first few days of our trip went by without any incident. But on the fourth night, as I was getting ready to go to bed, a strange feeling washed over me. It was like someone was watching me, and the hairs on the back of my neck stood up. I shrugged it off as my mind playing tricks on me, and I snugged under my covers. But as I was about to drift off to sleep, I heard a loud screeching noise coming from outside. It sounded inhuman, almost like a wild animal in distress. My heart raced as I listened intently, trying to pinpoint where the sound was coming from. I got out of bed and cautiously made my way to the window, pulling back the curtains to peer outside. The moon was full, casting an eerie glow over the snow-covered landscape. And that's when I saw it. A tall, emaciated figure standing in the shadows of the trees. Its body was twisted and contorted, and its eyes glowed a sinister red. It was a Wendigo. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The creature was supposed to be a mere legend, a cautionary tale to keep people out of the woods. But here it was, right in front of my cabin, staring directly at me. Suddenly, the screeching noise grew louder, and the Wendigo let out a piercing howl. My parents woke up and rushed to my room, asking me what's going on. I pointed out the window, but when they looked, there was nothing there. "It's just your imagination, sweetie," my mom said, giving me a comforting hug. But I knew what I saw, and it wasn't my imagination. The fear of uncertainty that filled me the night were indescribable. From that moment on, I was constantly on edge, always looking over my shoulder. The next day, my parents decided to go on a hike to explore the woods. I begged them not to go, but they assured me that I had nothing to worry about. They left me at the cabin with my older brother, who was more interested in playing video games than babysitting me. I tried to keep myself occupied, but my mind kept going back to the Wendigo I saw the night before. I couldn't shake off the feeling that it was still out there, waiting for its next victim. As the sun began to set, my parents still haven't returned. I started to panic, imagining all sorts of trouble scenarios. It wasn't until late at night that they finally showed up, looking pale and shaken. "We saw something in the woods," my mom said, her voice trembling. "It was a creature, unsure anything we have ever seen. We ran as fast as we could to get back here." My heart dropped to my stomach as I realized that what they saw must have been the Wendigo. It was no longer just a scary story. It was real, and it was dangerous. We decided to leave the next morning and head back home. But as we were packing, I noticed the strange markings carved on the trees around our cabin. They looked like claw marks, and they were all over the place, surrounding us. My parents didn't seem to notice them, but I knew they were the doings of the Wendigo. It was stalking us, and I couldn't shake off the feeling that it was waiting for us to leave. That evening, after we had packed up and were ready to leave, I went for one last walk around the cabin. I wanted to see if I could find any more clues or signs of the Wendigo. But I didn't get far before the creature appeared in front of me. its glowing eyes fixated on me. I froze, unable to move or speak. The Wendigo let out a bone-chilling howl, and that's when I knew I was in serious danger. I managed to break out of my trance and ran back to the cabin, my heart pounding in my chest. I told my family what had happened, and they finally understood the serenity of the situation they were in. We quickly got into our car and drove away, leaving behind the cursed woods. For weeks, I couldn't sleep or concentrate properly. The image of the Wendigo haunted my every thought. I couldn't even look at the forest without feeling a shiver run down my spine. But what scared me the most was when I saw the news a few months later. A group of hikers had gone missing near our cabin, and their bodies were found mutilated and partially eaten by the mysterious creature. And the worst part? It was the same area where we saw the Wendigo. My fear of the creature grew, knowing that it was real and out there, preying on innocent people. I warned everyone I knew about the Wendigo, but no one believed me. They thought I was trying to scare them and made up a story. But I know the truth. I know that the Wendigo is real, and it's still out there, waiting for its next victim. So, if you ever find yourself in the woods on a cold winter evening, beware of the Wendigo lurking in the shadows, waiting to feed on your fear.